Good morning. Today I would like to discuss issue of material. This is for fourth semester learners of Dibrugarh University. I would like to give the concept of different methods of valuing inventory. There are various methods of valuing inventory. First one, first in first out method. This method follows the principle that goods received first are sold first. In other words, the earliest loss of materials are exhausted first on the assumption that units are sold in the order in which they were acquired. After the first batch of goods purchased is exhausted, the next lot is taken up for sale. The inventory is priced at latest stock. This method has certain advantages. First one, this method is simple to understand and easy to operate when the purchases are quite few in number. Second advantage, it issues the materials in the order in which it is received. Third one, this method is suitable when the prices are falling. Fourth one, as stock is valued at the current purchase price under this method, the value of closing stock represents current market price. Fifth one, as the materials are issued to production at actual cost, no profit or loss is made on the pricing of material issues. The disadvantages of this method are as follows. When purchases are more frequently made, the calculation becomes difficult. Second disadvantage, when prices fluctuate, there is a possibility of clerical error. Third one, when prices fall, the profit margin will be reduced as the material issued are charged at earlier prices which were higher. Fourth disadvantage, material charged to production are not related to current prices. Next method, last in first out method or LIFO method. This method is based on the principle that material entering production are the most frequently purchased. In other words, these materials which are purchased at the end are used for production. The objectives of this method is that matching of current costs against current revenues, resulting in an operating income which excludes gain and loss from holding of inventories. It has the following advantage. This method is also simple to understand and easy to operate, like FIFO, first in first out method, when purchases are quite few. Issues are charged at current market price as materials are purchased at recent prices. This method is useful during the period of rising prices. Thus, it helps to reduce profit, which in turn reduces the burden of income tax. LIFO method is not free from drawbacks. The drawbacks of LIFO are: the method becomes more complicated when prices fluctuate. Second one, the closing stock is valued at the prices which does not reflect current market price. Again, there is a chance that closing stock may be overstated or understated. Third disadvantage, the comparison becomes difficult between job of same nature, as one job has received material at lower price which was consumed by the other job at a higher price with little difference of time. Third method, highest in first out or HIFO method. This method is based on the assumption that closing stock should always be at the minimum value. So, materials with higher value are issued first and get exhausted at the earliest. But this method is not popular as it always undervalues the stock, which amounts to creating secret reserve. This method may be used in case of cost plus contract or monopoly product. Fourth method, base stock method. Under this method, a minimum fixed stock of material is always maintained as base stock to meet emergency requirement when there is a delay in supply of raw materials. This is also called safety stock. Any quantity over and above the base stock is issued for production. This method is used in conjunction with either LIFO or FIFO method, and base stock method will have the advantages and disadvantages of the method with which it is used. The objective of base stock method is to issue the materials at current prices, which can be achieved if it is used with LIFO method, though it can also be used with FIFO method. Fifth one, inflated price method. This method is adopted for pricing the issues which are subject to normal wastage due to reasons like evaporation, shrinkage, climatic condition, etc. This method provides an accurate matching of cost and revenues because purchase price are identified with sales price. But the drawbacks of this method is that it is not valued at the current price and is impractical, where inventory unit lose their identity. Again, this method does not prescribe any particular order in which materials are to be issued. Sixth one, standard price method. Under this method, issues are priced at a predetermined price irrespective of the price at which materials are purchased. The standard price is determined after considering all the factors affecting the price of the material, such as market conditions, quantity to be purchased, insurance, storage expenses, chances of rise in prices, etc. The merits of this method is that it is easy to work and it works as a tool for measuring the purchase efficiency. But on the other hand, it also suffers from drawbacks. The issues are not valued at cost prices and it cannot be used for long period. 7.1 Market or replacement price method. The materials are issued to production. Materials issued to production are priced at the market price or replacement price. This method is followed when the market value is lower than the cost, so that possible losses may be provided for. Again, this method is useful in case the material has become obsolete or is lying in the store for a long period. 8.1 Under 8.1 Average Cost Method. Under this method, the average price of the unit is calculated. The average price of unit can be calculated either by simple average price method or by weighted price method. Simple average price is the average of prices without having any regard to the quantities involved. Under weighted average, the total quantity and total cost is considered in computing the average price. The quantity bought is added to the stock on hand, and new revised balance is then divided by the new total value of the total stock. The weighted average is calculated each time a purchase is made. With this, I finish my discussion for today. Thank you so much.